All right, Ice, we are live.
Tunage going. All right, so the crew of you started. I'll kind of give like a full backstory for Death too, to kind of give him a rough idea of what's going on. The crew of you started your journey aboard the vessel, the Gilded Albatross, tasked with delivering a mysterious crate sealed up tight with a ornate star on the crate. Your patron that summoned you, offering to pay great wealth and an opportunity for you to get a band of people together and start your own mercenary crew in this city. His name was Valerius Thorn.
Okay.
On the journey across the Bale Sea, one evening, you heard some loud crashing noises and thuds, and you peered out into the ship and saw that it was being attacked by a group of pirates called the Red Tide Corsair, which so happened to be led by a captain of the name Red Eye, who was a prisoner on the ship being delivered to Orvance, your city that you were destined to travel to. So you fought the Red Tide Corsairs on the ship, made your way up to the deck, saw Captain Red Eye leaving the captain's quarters with what looked to be like the ship's manifest. He escaped, got onto his other ship, but left the Gilded Albatross in a rough state. There were fires, some holes that need to be patched up. You guys kind of took the lead and secured the ship, and it limped its way into an old smuggler's path into the city called Smuggler's Cut. So Captain Jorel Heck pulled the ship into the Smuggler's Cut, and you guys started to make your journey through the caves of Smuggler's Cut. The captain and the Gilded Albatross stayed there to repair and then make their way into the city. Through journeying through Smuggler's Cut, you encountered a nest of large insects and also a group of dwarven slavers who were encamped in the caves after some nasty barbed wire traps.
Yeah, bro. Tell me about it.
You were able to successfully make your way through these caves and out into a path that led. You're underground, but led into a path that led into the city to a gate called Cinder Gate. Cinder Gate was guarded by some folks from the Deep Foundry Syndicate, who are the basically the guild of workers that keep things operational in the Stone Roots, and with some persuasion, they allowed you to pass through.
Okay.
You also started to notice on this journey the crate itself is mysterious. You were tasked not to open the crate, but you noticed that the crate itself, Edgar, I think, carried it a lot on your back, I think, but it was pretty much weightless at this point. It was almost floating where you could almost push it across the ground, but you strapped it to your back. made your way into Stone Roots and found a tavern, an inn that you could respite in, where it was the Obsidian Flagon.
Hello.
In the Obsidian Flagon, you met a couple different folks in there. One of them, Pippin, or Pip, as the locals called him, Squeaks, is a he's sort of a he's sort of a what would you call him? A recruiter for the Deep Foundry Syndicate. And then you also met a gentleman, a human. Pippin was a polder, so basically like a halfling in this world. Okay. And then you met a human named Bram, who originally is from the Iron Harbor, but he has moved up into the Stone Roots for better work with the Syndicate. You asked Bram to deliver a message to Iron Harbor, to the Deep. What's her name? The Deep. The Driftwood Court. Yeah. To let them know that Red Eye was rescued by the Red Tide Corsairs, and he is no longer aboard that ship. You stayed at the inn that night. Some of you scouted ahead to find where this winch house might be located, where you're tasked to deliver the crate. And the next day, after you've located it, the next day you traveled and got to the location where you basically had to take this old elevator down to a catwalk that led to the old winch house. And these winch houses, Death, are basically old buildings that some of them are still operational, but they're built on the side of the cliffs, and they're used to pull cargo up off the ships that are in the bay. Gotcha. So this one in particular, as you entered, you were greeted by a goblin who was cleaning up the place and tidying it up, who seemed to have been hired by your patron, Mr. Thorne. And not too long after your arrival, the doors burst open, and your good buddy Captain Red Eye and some of others, a guy that had a large suit of armor on, some kind of Death Knight, and then some kind of Acolyte cultist guy who had a scythe and was using some kind of death magic. The battle ensued, and with some manipulation of the ground and opening holes done by Brant, you guys were able to capture the Death Knight and the captain.
Oh, okay.
And that is where we left off as the with a little bit of discussion and discord. Put your character on their Death.
All right, now I do. And how do I put my character on it? I go to
I'll get you.
Actors.
I'll put it on for you. I don't think you can. So, actually, I'm going to put you on, Death. You're making your way here. You're not here yet, because that could be introduction
good.
type of thing. But you should
Yeah,
see
that'll work.
some of the map now. Yeah.
I do see some of the map. I don't see the other tokens though.
Yeah, they're
If you
currently
click and
inside.
drag
It's
like
all
off
built into it.
yourself, you can see what everybody sees usually.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good.
Okay.
You sure you don't just want to become Grebe, the OCD cleaning goblin that's in this?
Every group has a pet goblin.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Or Grebe.
Icedern, I know you want to take a look at the logbook, so we'll get to that as well.
Oh, where is that? Did he drop it or something, or it's on his person?
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
I
know we
he
walked
threw
in
it
with
down.
I couldn't remember. Yeah, I
Oh,
couldn't
he
remember,
threw it
I felt
down.
like a couple of
Cool.
sessions ago, it sounded like he'd like thrown an egg, but then maybe it was just thrown on the ground. But one way or the other, it's floating around here somewhere in the debris.
Great.
Yeah, he basically he kind of tossed it on the ground. He was he was done with what he needed it with, so he tossed it on the
Okay.
ground.
Cool.
My dad's not a phone.
All right. So I think I shouted down there in my last post
Yeah.
saying, "This wasn't the outcome you've expected. You're improvising now. The crate was your concern. You're not afraid of us. You're afraid of failing. Start there. Right? Tell us something."
So, yeah. I'm trying to decide if I want to do this as a negotiation, but there's not really anything particular that you're trying to get out of this other than information, I think.
Well,
Uh,
what does he know?
right.
Why is he coming here? Does he know stuff about the crate? Does he have a boss? Does he know who this Thorn is? Right?
Sure.
That's the thing.
Anything.
And that was the whole thing is, how did he know we were here? He knew to
Right.
meet us here. He knew we were coming here. He knew we had a chest that was priceless. Obviously, he knows what's in it. I'm going to make the assumption he knows what's in it.
Or he knows his power. I thought he said he I don't know if he knows. He just knows it's powerful, right?
Priceless was the term.
Yeah, right. He said priceless. Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely got details, and a lot of that how is why Icedern started thinking this book there's got to be something in the book that gives us some more
Maybe.
details about
Yeah.
the patron, about the location, maybe about the item. How else
Okay,
did he track
so-
us down?
That's kind of happening, and Icedern, you're grabbing the book, right? And you're looking through the ship's manifest.
I assume Mosby came in. Did Mosby come in through the door?
He's
Yes.
too cool for the
Yeah.
door. He came in through the window.
Or through the window? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So,
The lock that was stopped by took him so long to get in.
I mean,
Let me
he's
put-
talked to
let
me
me
in the
put-
chat, so yeah, I assume he came in. He and I had
Let me-
said some shit to each other in Elven.
let me
so.
put. Actually, let me do this because
We were talking about these, we were talking about these, short-lived races and stuff like that. Like, is there any
Mosby
point
came in.
Yeah.
Came in through the door here, so you were up on the top. Remember, Mosby? You were kind of
Yes.
peering in and watching. So basically, what Mosby did for this combat, there were these cultists that were outside. They were casting magic and stuff, but you were perched up high and were able to kind of shoot a couple of them and scare some of them off. That's kind of narratively what your guy did.
Thank you for letting me be useful. I'm sorry I couldn't make it last week.
We narrated
That's
that.
fine.
We just said that.
No, that's great. I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's a terrific way to use it.
So, Icedern, as you glancing through, you hear them talking, mentioning this kind of stuff. But as you're looking through this ship's manifest, you see, you're seeing the standard 40 crates of tobacco, 15 barrels of grain, whatever. You see normal stuff, but there's a section that is circled in charcoal or something, right? And it says declared contents heavy ironbound crate, and then it contents say rusted engine components and scrap iron. Declared value 15 silver. And then you also see a section that's labeled hazard insurance, and it says escrow held in vault, 15,000 gold pieces.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you see like a note written in like scrawled next to it. It says, "Do not open. Do not expose to prolonged dampness. Captain assumes all liability for loss of life. If the seal is broken, kept in secure hold, far away from the prisoner." Along with that, you also see the note about, you know, Captain Red Eye being a prisoner, bounty collection 500 gold. But as you continue to flip through, you notice in the back of the book, maybe by and so this book is like pretty gnarly. I mean, it's a book that is out on a ship in salty air, you know, probably getting wet, God knows what else, stinks, right? But tucked into the back of this book is a very pristine envelope with a folded piece of parchment inside, and the wax seal has been broken. And I'm assuming you pulled the note out, right?
Yep.
What was the name of that captain, by the way? Did you name him or no?
From the Gilded Albatross?
Yeah.
Jarrell.
That's
Oh,
Heck.
Jarrell Heck.
Albie.
Okay,
Heck.
thank you.
Okay, so the note reads, "Captain, glad to hear your crew pulled you from the brig, but the job isn't done. Sending a crew to extract the scrap iron, in quotes, from the grounded ship. They are green but capable. The crew aboard the ship is routed to drop the cargo at Old Winch House number 4. Thorn wants it quiet. Take your crew, ambush the winch house, and take the crate before they can entrench.
What?
Consider this your final payment."
Sorry, this is the note to the original captain of the Albatross, not to Red Eye.
Well, this sounds like it's too red eye because it said like
like it's
congratulations on
definitely-
your capture.
No,
Or your rescue
congratulations on getting sprung from the brig.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's
okay.
the red eye.
Okay. So is
And
he
who's it
meant to
from?
like get out, or like screw?
Who's it
Th-
from?
This
Yeah.
this
There's
reads
no
to me as if-
signature.
Yeah, I think Thorn's in like this is like a business associate or somebody that Thorn knows, whatever the
note-
guild leaders or whatever else that's at odds with him.
Okay. So that's who we heard wind of. We heard this some dude's got wind of it.
Thorn knew about it from the start. Again, depending on how they work together, maybe it's a business partner, maybe it's could be a rival, could be an ally.
Cool. Well,
Okay, but like from somebody who is like knows Thorn or has some relation to Thorn.
Yeah, he knows enough to know what Thorn's moving, where he's moving it to, and you know who's moving it. So that's he's pretty deep in the
He even
information.
knows how it's labeled in the manifest, like
Yeah.
to detail.
interesting. All right. Well, I may want to take a look at that when I hit level 2.
Do you have the ability to hold an item and actually talk to it?
I have an ability to hold an item, and I'll like be able to like potentially see where it's been in the past.
Understand the provenance of it. Yeah.
I have a ability that I can take, but I chose not to because I took that paladin aura instead. But
I mean, there's such
I could hold on to an item for up to a minute and actually start talking to it. Where'd you come
that's
from?
cool. Oh, nice. I mean, it's just there's other cool powers, but this one power is so like Eve and chronomancy that it's like it's calling out to me. I have to
No,
take it.
how could you turn down
Absolutely.
Spirit's Touch? You gotta
Right.
take Spirit's Touch.
Yeah, or just
So
like chronomancy stuff. I gotta take it, you know.
So about this time, Rolf, you made your way to the old winch house, and as you go up to the front doors, they're completely blocked by stone. Like the
Interesting.
doors, yeah, the door, like the doors are open. Like you can see like the hinges, you know, the doors are open, but there is a wall of stone right in front of the doors.
Are there windows into this winch house?
Not on the front, no. There's a little bit of like there's some. It's not completely sealed. I mean, there are some like openings, so you can kind of like peek in and
Find somewhere to take a look in and see what's happening quietly before I make a lot of noise.
Sure.
You do hear, you hear distantly from the inside, like you kind of see this pile of rocks kind of crumble a little bit, and you kind of hear some pebbles go bouncing and a little crash inside, and then you hear like this little squeak from a goblin go, "Oh no!"
Yeah. Is there a duration on those on your stone stuff, or is it just like
It'd just be permanent.
I think it's there until I move it.
So it's like permanent structure. It's like
It's rock, man.
forever.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So there's some crevice. So inside you can make out through the and this is something that Rolf's probably noticed throughout his 48 hours or so in Orovance, especially in the stone roots. But a lot of the artificial light that's down here is is like a green color, as it's kind of like the way they've alchemically created like alchemical fire, essentially, to like ever burning lights is what they kind of are, but they're like a green color. But through the artificial light, you can make out you see kind of a large man with a magnificent mustache standing there next to like standing next to a high elf. Eve's a high elf.
That's right.
Very
I was able
elegant.
to see things in there for a moment, and now I can't again. I don't know what happened.
Did you select your token?
I did select my token. How do I unselect my token?
Just like make a box anywhere outside of you.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Yep. You also see a very large Hakan
Stone guy.
man. He
It's
looks
like a
like
Goliath stone giant kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You also see a little green goblin with a broom in their hand, and then up on the kind of the second floor, there's like a room off to the side and a second floor, and up on the balcony you can see a dwarf and a woad elf standing there.
What's the name of the mercenary company?
You guys haven't made one yet.
It hasn't technically been really formed just yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think
sounds
we-
good.
Working on that too. Yeah.
Understood.
Of all the people in there, you're seeing the stone guy with the book. Something seems weird about this.
Yeah.
I guess Rolf will kind of. There doesn't appear to be an easy way in or a accessible way in, right? It's just kind of.
So if you're scouting around, like you will notice. Actually, if let me show you. Real quick, I'll show you.
Does Rolf know the mercenaries he's supposed to be meeting?
Maybe did you get wind of this meeting?
Okay. I mean, Rolf knows he's supposed to be here, but he doesn't necessarily know who's supposed to be there. Or maybe he does.
So, this is the outside. So, you do notice that there's a door on the second, like on the outside. You see a door up on like a
Okay.
balcony up there.
That seems fairly easy to get at. Well, for someone of Rolf's skills.
Sure, absolutely, yeah. But there is a door there.
Yeah. Okay.
You can-
Rolf will kind of head up and see if the situation with that door, I guess.
Sure.
Unless you want me to, yeah.
So, Brant and Mosby, as you guys are up there on the balcony looking down, you hear
so, yeah.
footsteps outside the door. Or maybe even like if Rolf, if you're trying to like open the door, maybe even you guys might hear that.
Do we, and just to be clear, do we know Rolf? Like, is he part of the mercenary company, or is he like a outside contractor or something?
I would say he's an outside contractor. I would say just to make things easier, maybe Grebe mentions that there's another one.
The goblin.
Yeah.
Okay.
That there's another one on the way or something.
Okay,
So
perfect.
Mosby would kind of lean in the window and call down to Grebe and say, "Hey, do you know, is the person we're expecting a kind of slender, good-looking, roguish human?"
He goes by the name of Rolf. You can. Hey, that's all I was told.
So, so the Woad Elf, which is like a very big-eared, kind of woodsy elf, will call down to the guy who has just showed up and say, in common, "Hey, are you Rolf?"
Rolf will kind of smile up and give a nod. He'll take his hand out from under the cloak that was there and kind of begin to approach. Aye?
Do you want me to throw a rope down? I don't think the front door is usable right now.
I'll make it up there. And Rolf will kind of work on climbing his way up from the side and then up onto the tin roof and then walk that away.
Sure. All right. So, well, we will put you up here, and I'm gonna give you height 2, and there you go.
All
So,
right.
you should be able to go in. All right. So the rest of you see this other human walking in. Rolf, you see inside this inside the winch house, it's very it's in the process of being tidied up. Grebe is actually Grebe is probably should backpedal. Grebe is still grievously wounded. So I don't know if
He
anybody
did take a
wanted
swing
to.
with his right hander. That is true. Yeah.
Yeah, he. I don't think anybody's
Help 'em
mentioned
out.
they've done anything. So Grebe's
Oh,
kind
I'm
of like.
sorry. I after doing this introduction, Mosby will come down and take out his medical kit and start working on Grebe.
Yeah,
I
Grebe
apologize,
is
I
like
wasn't aware
probably.
of that detail.
I totally forgot about that.
Right.
Grebe was grievously wounded. He's probably like at this
Grievously?
point backed up, grievously wounded. He's backed up into one of the chairs now and just like, guys, this doesn't look right.
Mosby will jump down and take out his medical kit, and I'll do a quick heal check.
Cool.
That belongs on the inside.
That's what they say. But it's a it looks like a old warehouse essentially. They have
Not a
Oof.
great roll. I am not familiar with goblin anatomy. Apologies.
got a hero token if you want to use it.
I don't.
He should have recoveries.
do.
Ooh, we got 5.
You could use it. You can use a hero token. There's technically 6. Let me adjust it. So you guys got.
Okay, if there's
Taking it.
6, then I'll use one.
Yeah. Oh, there you
All
go.
right.
One better.
That's much better.
Yeah. I mean, you're stabilizing him. He's not gonna die.
Real quick,
Yeah,
is there
so
a
it's-
place in Hero Forge where I can see like a log, like rolls and stuff like that?
It's
Not in
just
there.
the chat. It's just in Foundry. It's in the chat.
Upper right, there's like 2 chat windows.
Chat bubbles.
It's like the
Got it.
talk bubbles.
Got it. Thank you.
All right. So, what's this Captain Red Eye doing? I'm trying to get him to start talking.
He's suffocating.
Well,
Eve,
little-
what would you like to do here? Would you like to try to persuade me, perhaps? What are you
yeah,
trying
I
to
mean,
do
I'm trying to persuade him to he's not afraid of us. He's afraid of he's afraid of something else. He's afraid of failing, right? He's afraid of reporting back to somebody that he failed here today, right? So
Yeah, I mean, what he
No.
said is, "Oh, you think I'm afraid of the Driftwood Court? That's got nothing on this other thing I'm afraid of that I won't tell
Right.
you about yet."
how could what basically you
Tell
help
me
us,
more.
tell us more, right?
Help me help
maybe,
you.
Maybe we'll let you go. We can help you. Tell us more, right? He's not afraid of us, so I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to potentially
Sure.
help him before Edgar does his crazy
Let's
stuff.
see how
Yeah,
well
I-
you persuade.
I could break all of his fingers.
And
Now-
roll. Is there an assist mechanic or?
Yeah.
There is.
Not for this.
You have to have the skill
Persuade?
to assist. Yeah.
Does.
I do.
I also have
so-
the persuade skill.
I need to look up because
I do not have the persuade
Might be-
skill.
I might be confusing, but I think you have to make. Am I thinking of a different system?
I guarantee you that if you have some mechanic that allows person A to help person B have a better roll, we're not going to complain about.
Yeah, you guys can
adherence
come
to
in
the
here and be
book
like,
rules.
yeah, you better tell us what's up, And I also have this skill, and it doesn't necessarily say anything about having to be seen. High Elf Glamour. It says makes others perceive you as interesting and engaging. This glamour makes you appear and sound slightly different to each creature you meet.
Yes.
So, I get an edge on my presence test using persuade. So I'll take that. So I sound, harmonious to his ears right now.
Okay, so
So my voice is echoing in the chamber to him, all ethereal like. You guys gonna help me out also?
from what
How's
I'm
that?
reading, it looks like it's very director based. It says rather than just say I help, if you explain how you plan on helping, the director can give the rolling player an edge or a bane depending on how the secondary player is assisting.
It also must have a skill that applies to the situation and must be
Yes,
a
it has
different
that.
skill.
Correct. It cannot be the
must
same
be a
skill.
different skill. Oh, awesome.
So if you're rolling
Well-
persuade, you could roll, for example, read person to say, hey, I think he's buying it.
Right. Oh, so you're
Or
like giving him tips as he's. Yeah, cool. That's cool. they
Empathize
have
to
to
kind of
roll?
lead the right direction.
Do they have to roll, or do they just? Are they
If
rolling
the,
or not?
it's
rolling?
it's
long as it's-
I think
director
it's giving a
based
bane
and
or
it
an
gives an
edge.
edge.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you have
So-
to. The player has to convince the game master.
Got
that
it.
Yeah.
fit.
Correct.
And Death, that's you'll find that a lot with the way the skills work in this game. It's not like you're not rolling a skill, you're rolling one of your characteristics.
Okay.
And then you're narratively explaining how a skill may fit with that test,
Okay.
and applying the bonus, the edge to it. Edge
Got a
is
little more
basically
free
like,
form.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's an RP. It's more RP centered than let's say D&D.
So I think
Did
what
I?
so to explain it, like I'm coming there and like my voice is soothing and calming, right? And it's like echoing in the down below there, so it's obviously presence, right? And it's using my otherworldly, whatever feature that's called, high elf glamour. You know, so it's presence, and I'm trying to persuade him to give us more because we're going to help him if he helps us. Now, if anybody else wants to piggyback on that, I'm all ears. Yeah.
I still want to break the guy's fingers.
Yeah. Well, I put my hand on your your arm to wait a second.
I mean, I am a battle-hardened, been through
Yeah.
war.
Yeah.
Rolf is content to see how this plays out. He does have empathize, so you can kind of get an idea of what mood the captain himself is in, or how he's feeling about either his situation or
for point of
the
reference,
threats.
The captain is in an enclosed tomb inside the floor. We're speaking to him through a stone slab.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it might be a little harder to empathize with him.
So
at
maybe
the moment.
not then.
You can't see
Yeah,
it.
that's
Minus
fair.
edge. Minus edge
Yeah,
to the roll.
I'll
Minus
bring
edge
you
to the
over a
roll.
little bit so you can kind of see.
Look,
So
man.
this right here is the
Yeah.
stone that's like covering up the hole where the captain's
Dang.
at now.
Okay.
Brant
I
got
feel you,
very
man. I've been
creative.
in your position
Black
before. It's a tough spot to be.
Okay.
Yeah, when we
Know that
captured
feel.
them, it was unique.
Yeah, I wasn't really planning that.
Actually, before we get too in depth, Brant, I have a present for you.
Bit of rock.
This is, I don't know where this goes. Hold on. Just try to drag it over and see where it goes. There we go. Check your features. And you should see a title under there.
Feature. Let's see here. Under the features tab.
Yep.
Yeah, man. The Earth's oubliette. That's a French ass
Yeah.
name.
Nice.
So you guys, Brant's got the first title award for your crew here. You can read it out if you want, what it does.
It says you capture the prerequisite is you capture a notorious villain alive using environmental manipulation. Whenever you defeat foes without killing them, including the foes you defeated to meet the prereq, you gain an edge on tests during negotiations with those foes.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool. So basically, if we capture them or something, and then I get an edge on the
Got them right where you
negotiation.
want them.
Nice.
Yeah. So that it's based. So titles are they're like, it's not necessarily just about equipment. Finding loot or whatever. Titles are also
Achievement
rewards.
unlocks.
Yeah. And
Is
so
this,
now you've got this.
I'm curious. Is
ability
this
that you can do.
is this a title that you came up with, or is this just happened to be some weird thing in the game?
No, I created this. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say it's oddly
Heck yeah.
specific.
That's an
Otherwise,
awesome achievement.
yeah, it's super cool.
I was like, I got to give Brant something for coming up with that. That was pretty fun. So that may or may not come into play in this scenario right now. So that's why I gave it to you.
Cool. Oh yeah. All right.
right.
Eve.
Am I rolling?
Yes.
Wolf's
Presence
kind of looking around. Is that box
Persuade.
in here? Sorry.
with an edge.
It is.
Okay, you ready? Come on. Yeah, that's
Very good.
Tier 2.
Terrible.
You hear kind of muffled from below the stone. You hear Red Eye's voice. Says, I don't give a shit about failing. Not that
failing.
vain. Failing.
Oh, failing. Oh, okay.
It's not about vanity. About
Rolf will have a quiet side conversation with whoever's behind him by the window. He'll be like, is there a guy in there? Just in the background while they're doing their negotiation.
On here.
Totally
How do
fine.
we get in there? Where? Yeah.
I just like to speak to the floor. We haven't quite figured out what that's about yet.
Yeah.
It's a little weird, okay? We just go with it.
What did he say about failing again? Sorry.
he said, it's not about failing. He goes, I'm not. It's not about my I'm not being vain. It's about. He says it's about survival.
Survival about what? I think you need to worry about surviving now. I'm gonna roll an intimidate check.
Okay.
If you don't mind, like telling the director what to do.
No, go ahead, do it.
Good cop, bad cop going on here.
Badly.
Oh.
Badly.
Hero token.
Oh.
Oh, I should have. Oh well, I guess. I don't know if I should.
Reroll it.
Oh,
Tier two.
not any better. Oh, what is it? Oh, it is a little better. Okay.
Is it 11 to 17 or whatever?
11
No,
to
1
17 is
plus
tier 2.
7.
11 to 16 is tier 2?
Got it.
7.
That's what I
Yeah,
meant.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. He says, Wait, sorry, what did you say? Something?
I says,
forgot
you
what
don't need
said.
to worry about surviving then. You need to worry about surviving now.
Okay. Look. I'm not in a position to be making deals, obviously, but I won't be the last that comes for that crate. Now that they know that it's value, they won't stop.
Who is they?
Tell you what. If you get me out of here, I'll tell you what you need to know. But you gotta help me find a way to get out of here.
Okay, side note, when he says out of here, does he mean like out of Orvance or out of the hole?
Yeah, I mean, it's very easy to get him out of the hole. The question is,
I'll say.
what is, yeah.
Right. We'll find out eventually. It's a matter of how and when. If you want to be part of telling us how, we might have a deal.
Look, I'll tell you what you need to know, but you gotta help me get out of the city.
I think,
If
Go
Edrin
ahead,
can
go
hear him from where he's at, he's kind of wondering. He's like, he's a pirate captain. He's got a ship. Why did he come back in the first place if he needs to get out of the city? Kind of mumbles that to himself, like loud enough for you guys to hear it, but he's not really trying to interject in the conversation.
Okay, so I have a quick question about the logistics of where we are. So we're in the wench house. There's a wench, an old wench outside that is it used? Does that go down to like the ocean, or does that go down to another layer of the city?
That goes down to the water.
Okay,
To the
so
harbor. You're
so-
you're basically like on a cliff that's overlooking the harbor.
all right,
Is it
so
gonna operate?
so there is a very
Why-
easy way to help him out of the city. Just pointing that out.
Why not go back to your ship?
If I don't give these people what they want, the ship's not going to protect me.
So you're a captain without a ship and a crew.
Without that crate, I am.
What's to say you won't turn around and try to take it from us again?
He's done it twice. You can count on him doing it a third time, right?
Well, and I whisper to you guys, well, we might get information from him at least. We let him go. We get the information from him.
He says,
think-
he probably just would respond to that with like, life has no guarantees.
I think I say to him, and I'm like, you've come for this thing twice. You're clearly, clearly somebody is sending you here, but you're stuck. You're in a
He-
cycle. Like
He
you're-
technically has not come for it twice, just once.
yeah,
He didn't know
Oh,
about
fair.
it until he left the ship. Yeah.
true. Oh, okay. Never mind. He wasn't originally on the ship for the box, but
He was a prisoner
Right.
on
I
board
got it.
originally. Yeah.
okay.
What's the difference between empathize and read person?
I was wondering that when I was selecting skills.
Is empathize to
Uh,
get someone to
Em-
to buddy up with somebody, where read person is just to read their emotion? Is that kind of?
Yeah, read
Both of
person's
them
more
are
like
perception skills.
Yeah.
I would assume that's more of body language.
Yeah, or like trying to figure out what their motivations are versus like empathize sounds like it's maybe more of a talking to them, being like, hey, how to get on their side or how to get them to be on your side by, kind of empathizing with their situation.
Well, then maybe that's what. Okay. Well, shit. Okay. All right. Maybe I see that difference. So, what angle do you want to take here? Well, some of you guys might take one or the other. Others might take another. Here.
I mean, Brant's pretty good at reading people. He was like an innkeeper. He, for a long time talked to, pretty much all types. Used to, every once in a while, rather unsavory person would come through, and he could kind of tell, what people's, you could kind of tell when people were lying or when there was something kind of shady about what they were saying. So
Well, let's
he's
whisper.
definitely
Let's
good at read
Let's
person.
whisper up here for a second. Look, he might tell us some stuff. He seems to be prepared to tell us some things. We could get him to tell us some things, and then for telling us stuff, let him go. Get him out of the city. Do we trust him, or do we not trust him?
We don't trust them. And when I was in the Knightly Order, I got a lot of people to talk to me.
Edrin pipes up again from the side. Guys, don't forget we have the Blackguard over here, and based on this note, it doesn't sound like these two are exactly tight.
Oh, what
Let
does
him
the note
suffocate.
say? What
The
does
note said it was
say?
like there was another crew here to catch him up with. So that this
Oh.
might be new blood that may or may not be just a nobody, or might be more so tied to the local whomever pointed us out. So there's two avenues here. And I'll
Right.
also turn around at that point and look at Grieve and say, like, was there a time frame where we're expecting that we might see Thorn? What were our next steps here? Because this place has clearly become a target. Grieve.
Ern, What does Grebe say?
Oh, sorry.
He's fallen asleep.
Zoned out.
After telling them about the blackguard being here, I said what's going on? What were our next steps supposed to be, and are we even supposed to see Thorn, because this place has been pointed out?
Yeah, Thorn said he was gonna be sending instructions.
Or should when?
Was there a way that you were supposed to notify him that we were here? How was
No, he would know when the ship arrived. He was going to send instructions. Yeah, we should probably get it at any moment.
So I lean over to Red Eye and I say, look, laddie, you're in a bit of a pickle here, because currently your options are we leave you here, and you don't seem to be too terrified of dying, but we can leave you here alive until your friend, so to speak, sends reinforcements to come looking for you, and why you haven't shown up yet. So we could leave you until they show up and find you, and leave you in their hands, or you can help us out here, and maybe we can help you out. I don't think we're quite ready to let you leave the city, though, because I think you might just run off and go tell the person that sent you about what's going on, and I don't think we can have that either. But I think maybe if you stick around, we can maybe come up with a bit of a bargain.
Right. You want to do a roll?
Yeah, I think it's probably. I don't know if it's because I am reading him, because I feel like I'm kind of getting the vibe of where he's coming from on this, that he's worried about it. It's also kind of an intimidate, though, because I did also make it a threat. It's a little bit of both. So I mean, I've got both. So I don't know. I think either one would kind of apply here. It's probably. I'm saying, in terms of, I probably like a presence roll, I guess. Just kind of imposing on him, that he needs to do something.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's probably a read person, because I'm reading him more about what's going on than it is intimidate.
Gosh, sorry. Oh, shit.
Oof.
Oh, and I think I don't think I used the new feature I got, so that would bump me up a tier, right?
I think we just make it a 16, right?
Make it a 16, yeah.
Yeah, it's an edge, right? What does an edge do? Let's make it
just +2.
+2.
It's +2. Okay, so make it. 16.
So just the top end of tier 2 instead.
Okay.
Not quite enough.
Almost tier 3. So you're reading him. So I mean, he seems like he's all about survival. And he's definitely scared of whatever this other person or group of people or whatever. He doesn't seem like he's scared of Driftwood Court. But he's shady.
If we would give him to Driftwood Court, he would be scared of the other guy finding him in Driftwood Court and assassinating him. Basically, is that what we're thinking?
One other question is he not afraid of Driftwood Court because he knows he can barter his way out of it because they're corrupt? And there's different angles there.
So I don't know if we are at a moment in time where we have a decision to make. Act as he and his employers may act, or show mercy.
I mean, you also got to think, you're exactly right, but you also got to think, I kind of alluded to it in Discord, but there's other factions involved here, right? Like, if you let this guy go, and a Driftwood Court finds out about it, so it's not just, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's the Driftwood Court.
They're not gonna find out about it, and I look very directly at the newcomer.
Do you gents remember
Unless we're trying to click
do you gents remember when Red Eye set our ship on fire and then swung across on a rope to another ship and waved at us an escape before we could do anything about it?
And oh, by the way,
I
Black
didn't
Cat was
enjoy that.
behind to go down with the ship that he left. He
Yeah.
turned on his own crewmates.
I don't fault this guy for saying, if you do the thing I want, then I will tell you this thing that I have not been telling you so far. I probably do. If the entire world were different and I were an entirely different person and I were in his position, I'd probably say something like that. But whether we care about the Driftwood Court or whether we care about any guild of dwarves, I am not interested in taking any wooden nickels from this particular pirate.
You know, we can do both, right? There's two people here. We could be merciful and, make final decisions.
I'm gonna start looking around the room for like iron or metal twine or something to tie him up with, because this is not working. So I'm gonna take this a step further.
Are we getting him to do? Well, there's some tongs on the desk there, or on the table. So it's
Might be some
decided
chain laying around.
Are we gonna turn him into the court?
How about we find out what that other box of stone that
We'll
is
turn
making
in
noise
what's
can tell
left.
us?
For the crime that he's
Yeah.
done?
Yeah, there's the other person too.
The Dark Guard. I'm sure he's a zealot and will tell us nothing.
Can they hear each other?
Like,
If
They
I
can
they're
can
awfully
hear
far
them-
away.
I feel like up a tunnel, across the
Yeah,
room,
that's fair.
down through
And
another
down
tunnel,
another tunnel.
through
They
two
can't hear each other.
slayers that
So
don't.
we could go talk to the other guy and tell him whatever the hell we want to tell him, and he won't know if we're telling the truth or not.
Yeah, I feel like there's a chance that either one of them might be able to hear all of us above ground. I have a hard time believing they could hear what each other says.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Also, like, these guys aren't just like right underneath like a little grate or whatever's going on. They're like way down in
Yeah,
the pit.
they're like
It's
15,
all
20 feet
freaking
deep.
wild. Yeah, it's like 20 feet down there.
Right. Right.
We could go
Yeah,
ask
remember
the
the
other
Death
guy
Guard
and be
was,
like,
like,
so
healing
hopefully
himself,
you'll
so
be
he's
more
probably at full health.
cooperative.
Yeah, I mean, well, you could go over there, Edgar, and be like, well, that was it for Red Eye, and he didn't want to talk. The prisoner's dilemma, and be like, he
Gents.
didn't want to tell us what was going on, and
To
he
the
won't be
extent
talking now.
to the extent that we are still in the formative period of our mercenary company, when we're deciding what kind of company we're going to have, I don't have any special ability to determine that. But I would like not to be a company that immediately breaks its word to people. And so if I had a chance to offer this guy amnesty and then betray him, or just not offer it in the first place, I don't think we have any need to offer this guy things that aren't going to happen.
I don't think we offered him anything.
That's just my take.
Yeah, I do agree. If we say we're gonna do something, I don't want to be the kind of
We should stick to our
group
word.
that's gonna. Right. Yeah, I mean.
Did we say we were going to capture him? Or no? Not
No,
necessarily.
I just to the extent that we are discussing what to do with him now.
Right.
But
Right.
I am saying though, like we could go over to the other guy and just tell him that we killed, Redbeard, and or imply that, even if he's still around,
Well,
and just see if
yeah.
that.
My character
Boosts the
doesn't lie
deception.
because I took a vow of
Yeah.
honesty. So
Yeah, and then maybe we won't send Edgar over there.
So maybe that's something we say as a group today. Like whatever we decide as a group, we stick with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right.
and I will say just at this point, I feel like I am comfortable with getting something out of Red. Like, if Redbeard, I think Redbeard's definitely got something to tell us. I think he's got some important information. I don't think killing him is going to be a good idea before we get that information. And I'm also personally not big on like just executing people.
Yeah.
That being said, at this point, I don't think I want to let him just leave the city and peace out either, because I feel like we need to know where he is and keep tabs on him.
Yeah.
If he's willing to work with us, then I'm.
It's either kill
we
or
can
turn
maybe
over to the
figure that
driftwood
out.
for the
Yeah.
money. But Icedern at this point is still kind of wanting to, not knowing what factions and what guilds are good, bad, or indifferent. There's the question of like, we are still doing this job for Thorn. We can't have this box if we're going to complete that job, which was our first priority. This box isn't supposed to be found by the Winchmasters. Are the Winchmasters and the Driftwood Court in league with each other? So, like, we kind of need info from Thorn before we can really decide what we're going to do with this guy.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I think maybe we cuff him and bring him along, and we can figure out where to put him or where to dump him.
We're supposed to wait here for Thorn?
Maybe.
That's what I was asking Grieve. Yeah, we're supposed to be sent instruction.
Should we talk to this guy for a minute? Ask him similar questions. Ask him like,
Even if we just find out who's the other party involved.
yeah,
That's,
who
I think,
sent him?
Edward's reason right
Is
there.
Red Eye? If Red Eye is not his boss, who is? If he wants
Yeah,
to.
Hedrick would just kind of like hold up a letter and is like, according to this, it sounds like this guy was contacted or found through the other third party involved here, and if we can find out who that is, I feel like if Thorn is a good guy, he's gonna want to know who's double crossing him.
After asking a few questions, it's been silent from inside. From inside there, you haven't heard
He's-
anything.
Just not even talking to us.
Like, I think like after the battle, you heard like some of his armor clanking around a little bit, but you've noticed you haven't heard that for a little while.
I think he
Uh-oh.
he ended it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Cyanide
like kind of
pilled it.
wave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wave my hand and like see if I can open up a little window in the rock to see down, and see if this guy's even still breathing down there.
So you kind of touch the stone in one of the corners, and it recedes away from your hand,
We get all our
revealing,
weapons ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of the green light kind of comes into the hole, and you see at the bottom of the pit a pile of like just armor.
What?
No body.
Awesome. Interesting.
No body,
That's not spooky
just
at all.
armor. And the armor looks to be Eve, you probably would like this might like raise the hair on the back of your neck, but the armor looks to be aged. Like
it went through time. It's been there
like it
for a
went
long
through-
time.
yes. But there's no corpse, just the armor.
Weird.
I think he was a creature sent from another time.
I'm sort of sitting there, and then just kind of like turn over, and I look at Rolf, and I'm like, "Who are you again, lad?"
What was his name? Holm? Out of character, I forget. I'm sorry.
Which guy?
The guy who sent us to the
Thorn.
Thorn.
Sent us.
Thorn.
Thorn. There we go. Yeah. Thorn told me to meet y'all here. I'm assuming that was
Met-
y'all.
You
It
met
wasn't
this person.
this. It wasn't down there. I don't think
Hoping
I
that's
was here
not
to
fun.
meet the captain in the box.
When we say down there, we need to clarify. So Thorn sent you, did he?
He did.
Have you talked to him? Or
Do you
held-
have our instructions?
No, I don't have your instructions. I was just supposed to meet you here.
You met
He
him
sent
in
me-
person?
Out of character, I believe the answer is yes.
Or did you meet him in person? None of us.
And
met.
if,
Did not
if
meet him
that
in
is-
person.
I did not meet him in person.
No, it was a.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, it was a
letter.
a letter.
Okay. Rolf will just produce the letter.
Alright,
Yeah,
let's have
good
a
idea.
look.
Handwriting
letter
seems the
basically-
same. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
handwriting looks the same. Signed the same way. Actually, it's not even. How did he sign your guys'? Was it just VT, I think, or did he put? I don't remember how he signed it, but it signed the same way.
Yeah, we didn't have a full name on it. We
Yeah.
figured we likely got information on it being Thorn later on somehow. I forget.
As you guys are standing there, you start to hear this low rumble. Seems like it's coming from the walls. It's like kind of vibrating. You can see the like some of the items, like the random pieces of bits of metal on the table, are starting to jingle.
Reeve, is this
And-
normal?
And the you hear this hissing sound, this large vent of air shoots through a spot on the wall that you just didn't notice was like a hole, and this canister comes flying out of this tube onto the floor.
Rolf will
I'm gonna grab the box.
do.
The crate? I'll hide it back on your back.
Rolf will
I'll
close with and pick up the canister.
I'll help you hide
Sure.
it back on your back.
So it's
That
it's
could-
Is
a
it hot?
it is hot. It's very hot. I mean,
Ah.
so yeah, you're kind of juggling
use
it
his
for a
cloak.
second until it closes.
Yeah.
And there's a little latch on it. It's a canister, and you undo the latch, and there's a folded up piece of parchment in there, and it's got a wax seal on it.
Anybody seen this seal before? Have I seen that seal before?
Yes, you have.
Okay, perfect.
You recognize the seal of Valerian's Thorn.
Aha. I think we've got our instructions. Rolf will say.
As you open it up, you break there's actually the wax is like a dark green wax, but you tear the seal, open up the letter. Contractors, if you're reading this, the cargo must have successfully arrived at the winch house. However, the situation in the city has shifted. Moving the crate again right now will draw unwanted eyes. There's a change of plans. You are to hold it. Instruct Grebe to open the subfloor maintenance vault. Secure the cargo inside. Inside the same vault, you will find your compensation for the extraction from the Albatross. Alongside your agreed-upon coin is a fully authenticated property deed to the old winch house. The facility is yours to use as a base of operations. Grebe's retainer has already been paid for the season, and he will remain to assist with the upkeep and facility management.
We do have a goblin.
Lock the vault.
Goblin.
Rolf will have read that out loud for the people who aren't right there.
Right. Lock the vault, fortify your doors, make yourselves at home. I will contact you through this tube when it's time to move the crate.
Well, some of the doors are already fortified. Step one.
Can you do that to the other door? Who did that to the door? Which one of y'all did that to the door?
Sort of like flick my finger and like, a big, moderate size, chunk of rock goes flinging across the room.
I say, Grebe.
Yes.
Please open the maintenance hatch into the vault.
Oh, sub-vault station. Sure.
Yes.
That
You gonna
one.
be
I'm
okay
still
there,
a little
buddy?
bit.
No,
I'm
the
still a
other
little bit
substation.
wounded. Yeah. I'm still kind of dealing here. I got kind of.
I think I'm gonna be nice. And God, I only have fucking 9. Can I use a recover? I can, but that's weird.
We can just narratively, yeah. You somehow do what you can magically to.
I keep thinking
kinda-
lay on hands, but it's not lay on hands. If I attack somebody, I could heal somebody at the same time.
Yeah. So Grebe leads you into the this room down here, and on like one of the tubes here, there's like this little crank thing, and he starts spinning it, and then he hits a couple buttons on this.
I think I'm on the wrong tier.
If you just hover your mouse over that, it should disappear after you leave it there for a little bit.
Uh,
For some
Oh, you
reason,
might
I'm still
have to-
seeing the boards, but
You,
like it, I
you
can
might
see
have
the
to. You probably have to get around to the side because there's a.
Oh, maybe that's it.
So you should be able to see in there now.
Oh, there it goes.
And so Grebe, he does a couple different things with this, and the floor reveals basically like a staircase that goes down, leads you to
this
like
room here?
Yeah,
Nice.
leads you to like a
Wolf
vault.
will. Oh, good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Nice.
And once he unlocks the vault for you, he shows you where you can place the crate, and inside there is a vast sum of coin. So much so that I think everybody should be. What's everybody's wealth?
What does wealth mean? Where do you see
Yeah.
wealth?
There's
Tell me more about wealth.
there's
Wealth is
technically
on your
no money.
biography.
It's on biography? Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So everyone.
Oh, okay.
We will
Okay.
increase everyone's wealth by 1. So
Oh,
it should,
yeah,
should
bro.
Add a
be,
1 to it?
Yeah.
How do you
you might have
Wealth
to, you might
too.
have to edit.
Hell yeah, brother. Moving up in tax brackets.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So
Nice.
yeah. So you've secured the crate. You've basically like fortified it. And you've received your payment. Red Eye. So your last. What do you want to do with Red Eye?
I mean, we're gonna. Oh, so we're gonna basically we're here for a while. We don't know if this Thorn just told us to hole up for a while. We're not gonna hear from him for a handful of days, we're guessing, or weeks potentially. He said hold the crate.
He said hold it here.
Right, and we don't know when we're gonna hear from him again.
Well, for now, it looks like y'all could use a break.
I think we should turn Red Eye into the. I mean, can we get him
Why
to
don't-
talk?
Why don't
And
we
tell us-
just keep him in the hole right now? I mean, we don't.
We don't want
He
him-
ain't going anywhere, and now we've got a safe
think-
house to stash him
Do
until he's
you
ready
wanna
to talk.
feed him and shit? Well, let's get him to talk and turn him in.
Who says we have to feed him?
I would rather
rid
this
of
this pirate and repeated jail escapist not be our problem going forward.
Let's go get the money. I mean, he said he had some stuff to tell us. Like, look, we're turning in. Let's just tell him what it is. We're turning you into the Iron Court, Driftwood Court, and that's that. Good luck to you, right? Hey,
Good luck on your future endeavors.
Well, I mean, is there anything, like?
Yeah, like
He
He said he still had information.
I think we could. I think what we could do. I mean, because we're not gonna kill this guy, or at least I don't want to kill this guy, and I also don't think we should just let him go, because I think that's gonna also potentially bring more crap back on us. So I think really currently the best option is if we don't keep him in the cell, then we do turn him into the Driftwood Court. But I think we can say, look, if I know you're not worried about the Driftwood Court, but you seem worried about, who's going to be coming your way next. If maybe we can, find a way to, do something about whatever's coming. So, and this is your last chance. You saw what we can do. This is your last chance if you, want to keep these guys off your back.
Tell us all you know.
Maybe
we can help you.
Right, but I wouldn't agree to his let me go and then maybe I'll tell you this thing I'm teasing. I don't.
No,
so you guys
I think letting him
offering,
just run off is a bad idea too.
You're offering to not kill him, hand him over to Driftwood Court, but if he tells you,
it sounds like there's a bigger, greater evil than you.
Yeah.
Tell us all you know, so we can stop that.
Yeah, I mean, he does not seem worried about the Driftwood Court. He seems worried about something else. So I'm like, we'll do what we can to put a stop to what's coming next if you help us out.
Okay. So I'll let you guys figure out who wants to roll it, what skill you want to use, and if you can get a tier 3 result,
well,
he will agree to it.
Is this what do you guys think it is? Is it a persuade? Is it like an empathize? What are we thinking here?
I mean, all of the above can happen.
For me, I feel like what I'm saying is logic. I'm using pure logic right here.
Yeah.
To tell him I'm kind of tired of arguing. I'm tired of playing games. I don't want to intimidate. I don't want to whatever. This is how it is, and this is how it's going to be. And you can either take your chances with these guys coming after you, or you can, maybe give us a hand, and then maybe we can help with whatever is going to be coming after you next. I think that's pure logic and reason.
Well, you let me do the talking, and I get. Oh, we both get edge on it because you've got your special thing, right?
Yeah.
You've got persuade.
Yeah, I have. I have read person, and I have intimidate, and I have rumors. I don't know if rumors
something else to think about.
So.
Not just getting an edge, because we
need help.
There's a unique unique thing that Brant has, because he can get an edge with this guy doing just because of his title. But if somebody assists him, he would have a double edge.
I'm gonna assist, right, by empathizing with the guy, right? I know somebody's after you, right?
Yeah.
I know how that can be, right?
Yeah. And I'm not trying to bet it. I'm just I'm just you have an opportunity for Brant to roll a double edge on this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying I know what that can be, someone chasing you, right? If you can tell us something to get these people off your back, maybe we can stop them. So I'm trying to empathize with the guy while Brant's trying to talk logic with him.
Do you roll the Sorry, hold on. Oh, yeah, I'm not muted. Are you rolling the number of dice equal to your characteristic?
No, it's a power roll is just always 2d10. Your characteristic is a bonus to that.
Okay.
And then its skills are also a bonus on that.
Okay. So Rolf would make the argument that, you know, we've talked about what we want from the guy. I think I should be the one to talk about it. I've got to read for these sorts of people. He's shady. I've done some shady business. I know what I just said, but it's fine, y'all. I'm working for y'all this time, and hopefully in the future if it all works out. But I think you should let me talk to the guy, and we'll see what we can get out of him. And the out-of-character reasoning is I have an ability where I can just spend some stamina and improve my tier result by 1.
Is that a feature or a combat thing?
It's all intrigue
Oh, I
skills.
bet it was a feature. Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's a feature.
Oh, cool.
It is called Lucky Dog.
Nice. Lucky dog.
I am curious. How do you narratively explain it outside of combat? Like you're basically taking damage, I think. Like right with stamina. So
I don't know that stamina is necessarily damage. It's just exertion.
Then this game is kind of hit points. It's all of the above.
Oh, okay,
like-
that's fair.
Yeah, he's like working hard. He's pacing back and forth. He's
slamming his hand down on the desk.
I don't know.
He's
Yeah,
burning
that's
his
fair.
luck, right?
Y'all know the system more than I do. So.
yeah, how amped up is your character right now in this
He's
situation?
burning his luck too. He only has so much luck, right?
Right. Yeah, that's true. You could almost say it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some, ethereal. Yeah.
So I'm helping whoever with empathize. That was my ploy.
Okay. Now, can we all do this, or you know what I mean? Like,
I think he was saying one would roll and we'd get all the helps in, but we're doing one roll, right?
It'd be
Not
one
all the
roll,
helps, but
yeah.
get the argument for the
Yeah.
helps to see how that would play out.
yeah, because I mean, I would definitely like to help because I have the, I have the edge. So if I help somebody else, will that also give an edge?
I would say
They only get one edge
Probably-
from the other person, but you rolling with a
Yeah.
double edge versus him rolling with a single edge and being able to burn for an increase.
Yeah, do your lucky dog. I say go
yeah,
for it, Ralph.
Double
Yeah,
edge is like plus
right.
4 versus,
Just
lucky
one
dog
edge.
plus 2, and then
Right,
like,
right.
yeah, being able to take an 11 to a 17. That's basically a plus 6 by burning
Yeah.
stamina.
Yeah. All right, Ralph. All right, we're gonna.
So,
are we-
all right,
we
new
kinda
guy,
eye-
let's
we
get-
we eye the new guy like. All right.
Y'all will be able to hear everything I'm saying. Don't worry about it.
We're gonna give the new guy. We're gonna give the new guy a chance, right?
Yeah, that's
Right.
exactly what this is.
Right. All right. Let's give the new guy a chance.
Okay, so when you roll so basically you're gonna roll your characteristic. It should ask you for what skill you want to use, and then there's gonna be a spot for like
But it's
edges, and you're gonna.
It's an intrigue skill, though, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you're gonna give yourself 2 edges.
So walk me through what I'm clicking. Am I clicking presence?
Well, I mean,
So what you're saying you're doing, yeah,
yeah.
could be a reason.
How are you doing it?
It's definitely through persuasion and talking to him. And
Persuasion's not an intrigue skill.
I thought it was. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Is it not?
No.
Why wouldn't it be?
There's intrigue skills are specific skills.
Yeah,
Like
let me
it's a
look.
subset
Yeah,
that's
it's one of
listed
the
somewhere.
groups.
Yeah.
It's like a set of
Persuade is an
skill.
interpersonal skill.
Oh, I took the ability in a different way. Okay. So for whatever reason in my brain, I thought they were in the same category, and they're not.
Yeah. So
So the Lucky Dog, that does explain why Lucky Dog works for intrigue skills and not necessarily interpersonal stuff. So that makes a whole lot more sense.
yeah.
So
that's
intrigue
fair.
would be.
I don't have an intrigue
alertness,
skill that would apply.
yeah. Yeah. So it might be back to
I've
you.
got a lot
Brad.
of intrigue skills, but no, you're right. Sorry, back to Brant.
They're
I
like-
apologize. Thanks for.
Like sneaky spies.
That was a good idea.
Right?
It's a whole different system with a lot of nuances. We're all still
Yeah.
kind of muddling
Yeah.
through some of it.
That's okay. I mean, I still think like narratively, I think like, you come over and you're still, you're still like kind of helping
Oh yeah, for sure.
with what you're saying. And, I think, what do you say to like help? Like what's your input on this?
just kind of he'll play middle ground between the two of them. So I mean, it really just he'll participate in the conversation in a way where he like kind of translates to kind of shiesty character.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then one question real quick. Can I use, if I already used like my read person, I can't really use that again, right? Like as a skill?
No, you can. I don't care.
Because I mean, I feel like I'm still on like the same track of like, I understand what he's worried about, and I've sort of like narrowed in on that point of like what's really scaring him here. And it's not us intimidating him. It's not the Driftwood Court or anybody else. It is, he's scared of whoever sent him and what they might do to him. And so I'm going to lean in on that.
I think we're definitely on the right track.
Yeah. And so I say, okay, lad, hey, look, that's it. You know, you've got no options here. We're not going to just let you go because you're going to go off and cause trouble. You clearly can't be trusted. But at the same time, we're going to just have to hand you over. So, that's what's going to happen. But here's your problem: is you're going to sit in a cell with the Driftwood Court, and now you're in the same situation, and they know exactly where to find you because we're going to tell them and announce it that now you're in the hands of the Driftwood Court, so they're going to know exactly where to find you.
You may die, but we can get back at him for you.
Yep. So this is your chance. If you want to help us out, if you want to tell us anything about who's coming for you. I mean, it doesn't sound like this is somebody that we want coming this way either. So, on that, we're on the same page. So if you want to maybe save your own skin here, then I think you ought to help us out and tell us what you know.
Okay. Let's see it.
All right, so
Double edge.
Reason. Double edge. Here we go. Here we go. Big money, no whammy.
It's good, that's good.
Oh, all right.
You're kind of studying his responses as the conversations progressed, and you've struck a chord with him with the help of Rolf kind of relaying maybe from like a more criminal aspect of his mindset, and you've broken through that barrier. You've reached him on a even level of understanding. Red Eye, while yes, he's a pirate and he's ruthless. I mean, you guys have witnessed it. Like Mosby said, he's like, you watched him just leave his crew on the ship. But more than anything, more than money, this guy, his motivation is to not die. He doesn't want to die. And he says let me see, how would he say this? Hold on. My notes. Maybe 10 years ago or so, sailing off the coast of mentioned some island. My ship went down. My lungs were filling with seawater. the Saltbound. They pulled me out. They gave me breath when I should have been crab food. But debt to the Death Priest doesn't wash that away. The crate you're babysitting, that was my ransom. That was to clear my ledger with them. I told them that Thorn was moving something priceless. And, well, see where that led to. But the Saltbound will want their payment.
Saltbound.
You can turn me over to the Driftwood Court, but there's still a debt.
It'll
They
be
may
up to
not
you to
come
figure
after.
out how to repay it. Find
That's
something
right.
else.
They may not come back for you. I mean, I was trying to play my cards and make it seem like you were still in trouble. I don't know. They may come for you. They may not. Their debt's with me. I failed to pay. But
Does that explain the empty suit of armor in that other hole? Death guys? Were they helping?
they're part of the Saltbound. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably missed this in the last thing. There was like another like priest caster dude that was hanging around casting weird shit during the last battle when he showed up.
Do we know anything about the Saltbound?
First you've heard of him.
Oh, okay. Never heard about anything about him? Alright.
I look at I kind of turn towards Redbeard and I say, what can you offer us to help that will convince us to help put a stop to this? As you say they're coming for you, what can you offer us? I want to put him in us, or him in our debt.
The only thing I can offer is, I mean, he kind of looks over towards Icedern and he's like, you've probably already read the letter. You know, there's somebody that's a mole, essentially. I don't know who it is, but if you can find it, you might be able to get more information. But at this point, I think my cards have been played, and yeah, I'll take my chances with the Driftwood Court. He seems kind of defeated. Seems like you broke him down enough that he realizes that there's no way out of this.
I think he might be a good like ace in the hole. Like, I mean, I get the feeling like the way that, if the Driftwood Court is some bureaucratic city government, that he might be sitting in jail for a while. So I think we maybe know where to find him if we want to call in a debt.
Have we actually had any contact with the Driftwood Court up until this point?
No.
Yeah.
Just the letter you just you wrote to
Dispatch
them
that guy
via
Bram, right?
yeah.
Bram's then.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to what do we want to do? Do we want to like Ernie, did you have like a sense of like us fast forwarding a little bit to like rest and level up and like send this guy to them, or how did you want to play that out?
I mean, at this point, I mean, I think it's like,
Before it gets too late and we don't like level up or anything.
Okay,
or,
so-
Yeah.
what did you want to do?
I have a quick question. Base of operations have been established. That's what
Yes.
Are we using this wench house as the base of operations? Or are we
That sounds
using
like it.
the
Yeah.
place in the hell was the name of the inn?
Obsidian Flagon.
Yeah, the Obsidian Flagon.
Sounds
Or
like
are we
it.
using
Let's
your
make it this
room?
house and not the dwarf bar that hates us.
This is essentially your building. He signed
Awesome.
the deed of property over to you guys, and you've got a essentially Grebe. You've got kind of from a like a mechanical aspect here. Grebe is essentially an artisan follower. So some things to think about. You've got your base of operations, so you've got a safe place to stay, so for your respites. You've got Grebe, the artisan, so you can start working on projects. So crafting.
Great.
And from a gameplay standpoint, this is where messages will be delivered, or when I start posting jobs or whatever, this is kind of like where they're
Just
sent
delivered
to
us or
essentially.
something? Great.
Yeah.
Right. So
Cool.
that being stated chronologically, I would like to fix this place up before we start working on other projects, because it is a rundown shithole,
Yeah.
and this
exactly.
mustache needs something a little more cleanliness. Okay.
We have
Grebe agrees wholly.
We have got to talk about this lighting.
Right.
What's wrong with green?
It offsets
makes
the
my
color of
skin
my
look
mustache.
great.
Okay. It needs to be a brighter color.
Yeah, it's kind of weirded me out. It's like giving like Edgar this kind of sickly color, and it just doesn't look great on him.
And the fun thing about the map, when I designed it, I built it because I'm like thinking, I want it like over time. I will like the map will change. I'll start like next time
Clean it up.
the debris might be gone, and then the table might be better. And as you guys start building out, like maybe different floors or what have you. Yeah. So it's as long as Brant doesn't keep putting holes in the ground.
I was gonna say I've already been working on the basement.
I'm putting holes in
he
the ground.
fill the
He's the one
holes
who's
in?
going to make the floor nice and smooth like obsidian. It's going to be beautiful.
Slip and fall on your ass.
Yeah, and so the like I said, the I mean, it's getting here as you know is not something that's easy. I mean, these weren't designed for ease of access. They're kind of like lighthouses in a sense, where workers would come here and they would stay for like 3 or 4 days, and then so it's not easy access. But the delivery system to get messages here is pretty slick. There's the canister system. So yeah, basically Thorn's like, hole up, get, just protect the crate, stay low for a while, but he's not preventing you from taking on jobs. I want to make that clear. Like,
Right.
like Riley, I think you were like, oh, do we have to stay here for 2 weeks? No, you don't have to. But for the purposes of tonight, I mean, we can discuss how you handled the red eye, Captain Red Eye thing, and then we can do level ups.
And there's an easy
I'd
way
say
to
we turn 'em
dispose of victims' bodies.
Right. I say we turn them in. Right.
Yeah, I
Can
think
we-
that's
can we
probably
just-
our
Can we
our
just
only
hand wave it, Ern? Do we just
option.
Do we roleplay it, or do
No,
kinda-
we can. You don't have to role play, but we can discuss how you want to do it.
Okay.
You know, like, are you going to meet them in person, whatever, right? Are you going to have them dispatched here and take them in custody, like whatever you want to do? We'll talk
I
about
don't
that.
think
but
we want any of the factions to know where we are currently.
Right, we're gonna meet
Yes.
him in a
Yeah.
neutral
Right.
location. Let's bring him to a neutral location.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I think I feel
And we
I feel
can-
like
Drop
it's,
his gear. We basically get him. We take all of his gear too, right?
What about his eye? His mechanical red eye. Do you take that too?
No, that's
He
that's
can
just
keep- he
me.
can keep
That's
it.
Leave
just
his
me.
eye. Give him his
Yeah,
eye.
That's
Yeah.
our perfect first trophy.
All right.
And he's just like Captain Eye Socket, like I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, Captain
Kind
One Eye.
of screws with his
We
whole
got plenty of debris here
identity.
to color him anew and paint it red.
Okay, cool. So I'm assuming you guys are gonna respite. You're gonna make beds.
Can we turn him in and then respite?
I mean, you could, yeah.
I just, not to be
If you
obnoxious,
wanna do-
but
I don't think it matters, right?
I
Doesn't
really
matter.
want him to stop being our problem and start being someone else's problem, and
Yeah, I
turning
don't
him
think it
over to the
matters, yeah.
custody of someone else does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mechanically,
yeah,
I
I
don't think it
mean-
matters.
yeah, I mean, we
Well,
could
respite
still,
takes a day of not doing anything, right?
Yeah, we're gonna turn him in on the respite. We've got a whole day.
Yeah, turn him in and then respite.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we can decide how you do the turn-in thing. I mean, if you're just gonna notify them in, but
Yeah.
for purposes of just leveling your characters up now, yeah, that's fine.
I think we're set on the plan that we're going to turn him in, and then we can
Yeah.
worry about the specifics at a later date. But that's
Cool.
that's his final destination,
All right, we turn his ass in.
Okay, so
which I think is also the
For-
just thing to do because he did burn down an entire ship, so
Right.
full of people.
So for level ups, the way you level up is, if you're, I think Eve and Mosby, you're probably only, well, Mosby's still, I need to give Mosby,
I think if you give me one victory, then this next respite would allow me to level up.
actually you should get 2 because the last one was worth 2.
Amazing.
And then I need to give Rolf, so that's the fastest level up right there, Rolf. You
Hell yeah.
victories. So Eve, Rolf, and Mosby, you should be able to just hit the respite button. Actually, I think all of you can just hit the respite button, and it should populate your victory into your
Yeah, and
victories.
then I see a level up available. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you can click.
Nice.
Then you click the that level up, and it should prompt you for your.
Yeah,
Coolio.
there's gain 1 perk.
Yeah.
And if there's a thing that offers like an option to pick, there'll be like a little cogwheel, and you can click on
Yeah,
that,
I
and
see
then
it.
Can I ask
Yeah.
you, in Forge Steel, the website,
yes.
how do I level up my character sheet there?
You have to go to the class. Do you see where it says class? Hit edit. Go to class.
Edit, then class.
Then class choices and hit +1 where it says level 1.
Amazing.
Change it to 2. I was doing that literally earlier today.
Thanks.
Messing
Yeah, it's
around.
probably easier to look at options
there to
in,
see what's
in
there.
Forge Steel and then pick them here. Yeah.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was hoping to achieve. Yeah, level 2 choices, choose perk,
Excuse me.
college
sorry.
ability, choose option. Thanks. That's what, yeah. And if you want me to do that now, I can. But I was just
Where
trying
are
to figure
you-
out how to access that.
If you want, if you don't have to pick now. If you want to mull it over for a while, that's fine. I don't. It's you don't.
I'll do
Don't-
some more reading
don't
if
feel
that's
pressed.
okay.
Are you
Yeah,
cool with
yeah.
like small tweaks here and there now that we're learning the system?
I would say yes. I would say this will be the. If there's a change you want to make, I would say you can do it now. This is your
Okay.
only time you can do it. Going
Okay.
forward, no changes. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think I intended to have a different stat array, but I didn't save it before I exported it. It was up, but yeah. Anyway,
Well, How
No,
do you
yeah,
go
if you-
about changing any
Yeah.
of it? Can
What's
we? So he says, if we want to make any changes from this point on, you said this is it. We have to decide. If I wanted to make some changes, how do I do that?
You have to click what underneath your name is like.
I mean, it depends on what you want to
your
change.
race, and then you would click like the circle thing, and it would you would then get the option to do it.
It depends on what you want. Like, what are you thinking about changing?
I'll be honest, I have about 9 character builds already planned. I am so OCD about creating characters that I'll never get to play, and it doesn't matter what game.
You.
But there was
yeah.
there was a layout. Hold on, let me bring it up.
This thing.
I mean, if you want to kind of, it doesn't have to be now, but you can just message me before the next game or whatever, and we can work on those changes.
How do I tell which of my skills are from the exploration group? Because one of my options is in a montage, I lead everybody to be skilled in my exploration group skills.
In the hero builder, it shows it if you've got your character in the hero builder.
Yeah, it should show. In Forged Steel, it shows better than Foundry, but on Forged Steel, if you click on at the top, the easiest way I found is click on the PDF icon thingy for your character sheet, and then scroll down, and you'll see all the skills, and they're broken out in their.
Oh, and it'll categorize
in Forged Steel. Yeah, in Forged Steel on the bottom right where it lists your skills, it should show you what category they're in.
Yeah. No, in the PDF exactly does it, and most of my skills are exploration, but I have. This is funny. I have 0 that are categorized as interpersonal. I only basically have exploration and intrigue.
Nice. I'm loaded with intrigue and interpersonal, so cool.
I'm going full crafting with all my perks. Make shit.
Yeah, so that's another thing to think about before next game is project stuff. So we need to review those rules.
Oh, that works. Yeah, I don't have carpentry. I was looking.
Yeah, so and I need to give you Greeb's stats as well, because basically the way it works is he has as an artisan, he has skills, and then he can also contribute to your project as well if he's got the skill for it.
One of my options is I make a trap not work. I may have to take that, bros.
Yeah,
I'm good at disabling traps.
This one is gonna be great, guys.
You know what I mean? Because we really got hung up on that barbed wire.
Yeah,
Once again, we're gonna have 10 abilities so that if we ever run into any barbed wire ever again, be nope, not this time.
This one is great.
But start out.
Lucky Dog is really good, though.
Lucky Dog is really good.
So for the next game, the way because you're at the base now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be posting in the open contracts channel.
Oh, now we're really in the open contracts phase. We're past the opening montage phase.
Yes. After fucking 9 games, you guys have finally made it past the intro.
Right.
But yeah, so open contracts, I'll start posting open contracts in there, and then you guys will be like, oh, let's do this one, and then I'll create a sign up for that contract, and then you can sign up.
Question for you. Oh, go ahead.
Wednesday's death.
Find this.
Barring significant,
Understood.
out-of-town
Thank
instances and whatnot.
Yeah. Right now, I just have 2 different contracts that have ready enough to play, but maybe I'll have a third option by the weekend. I don't know. I'll post them though.
I don't know what's different between my in-game character and how I ended up with a different skill. One less skill, but I have more stamina and more. Well, I have a different kit.
Where are agents?
That's what it is. This character has a different kit that gives me more HP or stamina.
Yeah, kits are give all that junk.
So, how does crafting in general work? Like, if I'm like, because I feel like I either I'm a cook and an alchemist. I either want to make us some like stat food type stuff, or I want to like make us some like health pots and stuff. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, do I just say like I want to work on a project, and then like you sort of like tell me what the results and what I get, you know, out of it, or is there a specific list, or like where does this come from?
Yeah. Yeah, so projects are the way crafting works is you have to find a recipe. Either purchase a recipe or find it or whatever. You find a recipe for something you want to make. And then each item has a specific amount of project points that you have to complete to craft it, and you can make a project roll every day, and artisans can assist you, so they can make a roll as well. And then once you roll and get enough points to complete the project, then it's done. So like, for example, like a healing potion is like, I don't know, like 45 project points or something. So you would roll, and it's a power roll that includes you roll power plus your skill plus whatever, and then that's how many points you get, I guess. It might just be a D10, I can't remember. I'll have to double check. But there's also some mechanical stuff involved with projects that are like complications and stuff. So there could be there could be complications that arise that can have different things occur. But my initial intent was, without obviously reading too much into it yet, but my intent was, basically like between each job there's going to be a certain amount of days that pass that you may be making project roll. You may make like 3 or 4 project rolls. That'd be something we kind of like do at the beginning of a session or something, to see if you've completed whatever you're working on, maybe.
But we're gonna get that alchemy done because we're tag teaming that, because I have alchemy and cooking as well.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Well,
we're gonna be like the brothers in the kitchen.
And somebody may have wrote it down on their character sheets, but I think you guys found some, or you took some stuff from those beetles.
Yeah, we sure did.
Or you took maybe from the, or even the basilisks. You took
Oh yeah.
We took basilisk eyes and basilisk poison glands.
There you go. So.
And somebody took it.
Yeah, I got some basilisk parts in my inventory.
Yeah. So, as you find materials like that, even just doing research, going to, it's not many libraries down in this part of the town, but once you guys get access maybe to the terraces or something, you might be able to start looking up stuff.
Make a pen pal through the tube system.
Or even asking Thorn, right? Once you have more contact with Thorn, like, hey, can we get can you look into something that uses basilisk? Or you find more artisans or whatever, then they may say, hey, I know how to do that, right? Like, I'll teach you how to make this recipe.
Okay. Yeah, because I would love to get working on some stuff for sure.
And we can well, I'll do some reading before next game, and if we need to retcon anything before next game, we can do that. So I got to brush up on everything too. So
I'm gonna send you the exported character that I told you about. It's essentially the same thing. Somehow the other one has one more skill. I don't know what I changed, but maybe you could look at it and tell me.
Okay.
And an updated character portrait, because this does not have my golden mustache.
Okay. All right, guys. Well,
Are we gonna do any of the 5 days building stuff, or do you want to walk through that at all, or no? We did that.
I need to
later.
read up on the rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also need to read up on project rules because it's the kind of thing that Mosby would love to help with, but I currently have no idea how it works.
I have
Yeah.
tailoring, so I'll be making clothes and shit for us. So whatever that can do, or like maybe I can make cloaks and shit. Is there like, where does that come in? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know. Build me a tailor corner.
Rolf
Yeah.
has an ability where he can literally be someone else should he have the clothes to dress up as them. So
Oh,
Yeah,
I've-
Zone
I've
did a
got
little of
this
that
guy.
too.
Oh, there you go.
I could do that too. So you and I can go do some sneaking around.
Some real
That's
James
cool.
Bond stuff.
Oh, there's gonna be
Yeah.
a trio: Rolf,
Yeah.
Mosby, and Eve.
Yeah,
I just physically, people just don't see me.
yeah.
Nice.
So I could be with you while you do your spy stuff.
Well, they
It's
can
great.
They see me, and then they forget they see me though. Yeah.
right, that one.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, you have that too?
Yeah.
Oh, we both have that. So yeah, great. Okay, cool. That'd be good.
Okay, good running, everybody.
All right, thanks.
So
Thanks, gents.
yeah,
Thank
you
Ice.
can-
Thank you, Ice.
You can find some of the things that, just real quick, some of the things you can craft. Teleportation platform, treasure, finding cures. You can research projects, discover lore, hone career skills. Yeah, there's a bunch of cool shit. So learn new skills, learn languages, perfect the recipes. Yeah. Fun stuff.
It's gonna be good times.
All right, gents.
Nice.
What I'll probably do is, I probably won't have anything posted until the weekend, but I'll post up this weekend. I'll have the jobs available, and then I'll put sign up probably Monday.
Oh, awesome.
All right, guys.
Fantastic.
Fun times.
Yep. All right.
Have a
good
good
one.
night, everybody.
Bye.
Sounds good. I'll see
Bye.
y'all another day.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Later.
See you guys.
Okay, we're done for this evening. If you haven't followed me on YouTube or subbed to my Twitch, wow, reverse that. If you haven't followed me on Twitch or subbed to my YouTube, please do so, because all those really do help me out. For the people who are hanging out, I do interact with my viewers. I know I don't have the camera up and I don't have chat on screen, but I do it to preserve the actual game. So, like today, when players want to join us, they could go back and they could read all of it or watch some of it, you know. But let's see, today's Wednesday, so tomorrow is Baldur's Gate 3, Friday night is Quinfall, Saturday is real life D&D, but I don't stream that, and then Sunday we're back to Quinfall. So thank you very much, have a good night, and take care.
Saw your name light up the feed. Had to stop, had to breathe. You just turned this small screen dream in a gas in the tank for me. Hey, thanks for the love you're throwing. You keep this little show going. From the bottom of my loud heart, know this. Every beat, every wild part, you own it. Hey, thanks for the love you're throwing. You keep this whole thing rolling. beat, every wild part you own it. Hey, thanks for the love you're throwing. You keep this whole thing rolling.